Good morning. Hi, India. Hey, Kiki. Good morning. Hey, Bushes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy holiday. Happy holiday week, y'all. I was a little bit detained because number one, um, y'all, I had an early start. You already know I'm up at 5. Erica, what's good? Okay, gang stars, period. Okay, these are the gang stars, and that's it. That's all. Girl, where's my okay? Period. Handling that business. Okay, period. Okay, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jay Breezy. Hey, let's talk about it. What's going on? Beverly, what's good? Y'all will be, look, you guys already know how I get down. Messy, sassy. What's up, sis? How are you? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, guys, you already know I was up at 5 and of course, my coffee's still in the bedroom because I took a sip out of it, went and made my husband's lunch, which I pretty much had it ready. I baked some wings last night, which I don't normally do. I never bake wings because I'm like, I feel like that's a waste of money. Wings are for frying for me. You might not fried wings, but that's okay. We're not talking about you. Okay. We talking about me. I feel like 17, 18, $20 a pack, baby. That's for frying. Baking our legs and thighs. Okay. Anywho, um, no, it's my coffee from this. Oh, no, girl, I am nothing like Gina. Only thing me and Gina do the same is YouTube. Okay. She does YouTube. I do YouTube. That's it. I don't drink 3-day old coffee, baby. No, that's not me. I said, well, maybe you don't know. I don't know. My husband makes me coffee every day. And then I get up, he makes me my coffee, and then I sit up and I start drinking it. We have a couple sips together, and then I go make his lunch before he leaves. But yeah, no, I don't drink 3-day old coffee. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me just clarify that. No. It's still sitting by the bed because that's where I left it from this morning. I guess let me speak in complete sentences. So you guys, if you're new or, it wasn't clear. I get fresh coffee every morning, made by my husband, which was very nice because that's my motivation to get up, get out of bed and go make his lunch so he can get out the door. And then what did I do next? Oh God. Probably let the dogs out because I had to take Portia. Portia had a 7:15 doctor's appointment. So I had to drop Farah off. Farah got dropped off at 6:45 because school starts soon thereafter. High school here starts early. So I dropped her off. Normally we're in the car at 6:30 if she wants to go to Chick-fil-A. I think we left about 6:40. We had to pull a dummy move on Lambo, and we had to trick him because he's very attached to Portia. So I got her out the house, got her in the car, we locked up, I gave him a bone, dropped Farrah off at school, went, if you're in Charlotte, I drove over to Cotswold, over to PetSmart, dropped Portia off. She's having a dental cleaning today and her physical. Lambo's is on Friday. I had both of them an appointment today, but I could not handle taking both of them at the same time because he is very much still a puppy and out of control. So I can take him by myself on Friday, but I won't have to because Farrah's off from school and my husband is off from work. So I'm sure we're going to probably all go together in the morning. Anywho, I dropped her off, turned around, came back. I had to stop at Food Lion because I needed to get another turkey. They had no big turkeys. You know how you get like a 20-pound, 25-pounder? Baby, there was no big turkeys. So I got two 15-pounders. Why do I need two? One's almost 16, one's 15. Why do I need two? Because I need turkey for my collard greens. So one of them is almost thawed. It was sitting in the garage since yesterday, thawing out. So I'm going to bring it in the house, sit it in the sink as soon as I get my sink cleared out after I finish talking to y'all. clear out my sink, put the turkey in the damn sink, let it do what it needs to do. The other one, hopefully by tomorrow, will be a little more thought out. I'm just gonna sit it on top of the cooler in the garage. Um, and I'm gonna throw that turkey with some basic seasoning in the oven tonight, and I'm gonna chop it up and get my what I need for my collard greens and the gravy and all that, and I'm gonna bust up the carcass and all of it and put it right in the freezer for soup like in a month. Because I was thinking to myself, I went by the area where they have the legs and the wings. Girl, drumsticks were $17, just a tray of drumsticks, and the wings were like $16. I was like, and I can get a whole turkey for 29 cents a pound. Baby, I'm just going to go ahead and get these 2 turkeys over here and be done. So that's what I did. I got 2. Um so the fact that one isn't I normally get like 20, at least 20 pounds. And I'll just, some of the breast I'll probably cut off and have that to the side for gravy, a little bit for the stuffing. You know what I mean? So the fully dressed, fully seasoned will be done obviously first thing Thanksgiving morning, but I'm gonna make this one maybe late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So I can have that for my collard greens. But yeah, girl, I've been busy already. Girl, you paid $92. Every year you paid $92 for 7 pounds of oxtails, baby. I was gonna talk about this. You know what I mean? Like, God, I don't know who these little meal deals that they have at Lidl and all these places. I don't know how people can do. I don't know. I do we do a feast. Like I pretty much the way I justify things, number one, it's a holiday. I justify it. Number one, it's a holiday. Number two, we don't always have a lot of company. Number three, we eat all our Thanksgiving. Like we eat Thanksgiving. So we eat it until Sunday, basically. So we'll eat it from Thursday to Sunday. My husband had a dental emergency last weekend, baby. We went to the emergency dentist because the first thing my husband said, it was so funny. He said it's getting ready to be Thanksgiving and I need to be able to eat. He said I want this taken care of now. This was Saturday evening. And he was at the dentist on Sunday, baby, $1,799. One of his old time fillings, one of them old timers that should have been replaced a long time ago. Girl, that thing just said, I'm done. I can't even say it cracked, it broke. That thing just was, I was like, is that from high school or something? Baby, he had an old time silver filling. I was like, babe, that's a wrap on that. I said, they're going to give you a crown. They don't even do fillings like that anymore. All the fillings are white. They don't put silver in your mouth anymore. They want all those silvers out. If you got silvers, they're slowly changing those out anyway. So they're going to redo your whole tooth because all my silvers are gone. They're all either done to enamel or a crown. Anywho, he went, got his situation taken care of. That's another reason why I couldn't go live on Sunday. Because I didn't know what time to go pick him up because he's not really super, super duper dental friendly. So I didn't know what they were going to give him. And I was like, you know what? Do you want me to drive you? Because I don't know. He's the type that falls asleep off of Tylenol. You know what I mean? So I said, well, I'll drive you. And then, so I was kind of on call until he, you know what I mean? I didn't know when he was going to call. So I was kind of on edge about going live because I didn't know when I would be getting a phone call like from the clinic. Because when he got his wisdom tooth taken out and went to the surgeon, the oral surgeon's office, baby, You would have thought he had just gotten out from like 5 days of surgery at the hospital. He was it was funny. But he just doesn't have any issues often. So, you know what I mean? So, anyway, but yeah, I justify Thanksgiving because we eat it for several days. We enjoy it. People come over. You know what I mean? People always want some collard greens to go, stuff like that. So it's fun. I do like cooking, even though I'm gonna complain because it'll be a ton of dishes, and I hate dishes. If I could cook and not have dishes, I would be a happy woman, but that's just not how it works. Um, I hate dishes. I still have some old time feelings from my days in the military. Yeah. Well, if at a certain point, they're going to tell you that they need to be changed because they're not as tight and secure. Over time, they'll wear down. So you can get another cavity in them because they're not airtight and they start to, things just change and they kind of like expire. I never knew. I just thought that I never thought about it like when I was a teenager that they would be no good anymore. But the dentist was like, yeah, these were only good for like 10 to 15 years, and you're like well past that. So the fact that they lasted that long is good. But before, once they start to lose their integrity, you can actually like break and crack your tooth, which is like what happened to my husband. So anywho, I didn't know what you guys want to talk about today. There's kind of a lot of stuff to talk about, but I don't know. We hadn't had a chance to talk about Peach yet. Peach has been on her money making grind. The funny thing is, though, she's not really posting it on YouTube unless she's posting it to another channel, but I haven't seen it. I follow her on Facebook and Facebook, so I see it, but no, the day that she went live talking about how much she hates YouTube, I guess I don't know if it's because she hates YouTube, but the funny thing that happened, so she's been doing this thing where it started out where people were paying her. Um, hey, Hidden True Slime. I saw you out in the Hidden True in the HTC drag community. I don't know what they call it. I don't want to say it's the I Hate Lauren. Y'all, there's a YouTuber. Let me talk about this since this YouTube related. There's a YouTuber. Her name is Lauren Matthias, baby. Um Lauren and her very creepy husband, Dr. John. I watched their channel. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch it. And I still watch it, but it's so much more of a train wreck now. So Lauren, let me tell you what happened with Lauren. Lauren fell for the dummy move. Okay. Lauren's channel has grown. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. But let me just talk about just the YouTube streets of it, because I'm gonna be honest, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Like over here, nobody's gonna care about the cult. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like people, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna know, or you know what I mean? Like the point of interest for Bougie Gang would probably be from the fact that this girl is a YouTuber. She hired a couple of her mods. And baby, she was talking shit about people on the YouTube streets. Keep me honest, Slime. Tell me, Lauren was speaking her mind about people on the YouTube streets, and let's just say from not a perspective of 10 toes. Okay. If you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's people out here that if I say they're a bitch, it's not gonna be a surprise, because I think generally you guys might know like how I may feel about that person. And maybe there's no love lost. I don't like that person. So it's not going to be a surprise if you hear me saying something about whomever, that, you know what I'm saying? Lauren has been out here smiling in people's faces and talking about people behind their back. Also from a fact of that she is a true crime channel, she also has been very dirty, conniving, and underhanded with victim families. Okay. So she's one of these, she's one of those that gets not just an interview with the family, but she tries to kind of like invite them over for potato salad and let's do Christmas. Why don't you come over for a snack? Oh, you're in town? Let's get together for dinner, type of thing. So she ingratiates herself with victims' families, and as it turns out, somebody whose friendship that she fell apart with, girl, threatened to expose the text messages where Lauren is talking shit about people, including other channels who really never had any beef with her or anything like that. It came as kind of, I was surprised. I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised because I know people are people and you don't like everybody. But if you're the type of person who doesn't like people, but you go and play in their face, that's not a good thing. My thing is, if you don't like somebody, stay away from that person or don't play in that person's face that you actually like them, you consider them, you're even considering them. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like you, you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you, and we just keep it that way and then it's cool. What people don't like is to find out that you're playing in their face nice, and turns out you're talking about them behind their back and you're talking shit and people feel deceived or whatever. So Lauren got caught out there by a former mod who is in the true crime community, almost kind of like what happened with Liv and My Jazzy Life when that moderator kind of exposed them. They've had several, I guess, expose them for being dirty and lying and talking about people and all that stuff. This is basically what happened to Lauren. Some damn YouTube Streets 101, and it's been very embarrassing, and it's been a complete drag for a month. Good morning, Amy. How are you, hun? Anyway, so the main thing that happened recently that I thought was crazy. Lauren did a 9-hour live to explain receipts and try to paint a picture that this person is stalking her, but really the person is just, I think she's just she's got grievances. And just like Lauren sat there and aired her grievances, so was this other girl. And what happened was, after this whole thing came out, it opened the door for like the survivors of Lauren Matthias to all start speaking. And it has turned into a daily, and I'm talking daily from probably right now till the time you go to bed, more than a handful, like maybe a couple dozen people who have a lot to say about surviving Lauren Matthias. And it's been a little bit of a key. I've been tuning in because the funny thing about it is that Lauren and her husband are so awkward about it. They've tried to carry on. They went silent for about a week or so. Then they went to Patreon. They put out a couple of videos. They came back to YouTube. They are dropping videos, but they are extremely awkward. They're more awkward than they used to be. Lauren's husband goes on very awkward tangents about psychology, and she'll just sit there and go, yeah, 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 I agree. Yeah. It's so cringy. And it's just, so I did see the breakdown yesterday. The lady, Every Day with Jay, girl, Dr. John, isn't it like, I didn't really think of Dr. John being a little cringe weird until it was really pointed out. That clip of him, that not clip, but that point in the 9-hour live when he was like, And I was going to give my best point of my whole entire career. And that woman cut me off. They used to have a lady on a panel. They used to do a panel with a lawyer. And I guess they felt the lawyer got too big for her britches. So they cut ties with her. And the lawyer lady found out like they really didn't like her, like backhandedly, she found out. And also, she's accused them of doing some dirt, like pre releasing her book for free to their very large audience of over 300,000 and just a mess, right? For all of you guys who think that there's no messiness going on in YouTube other than the mom sector, you're fucking wrong. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's in the white true crime, Idaho, Utah, California, Colorado streets. It's all over the place. Everybody engages. When people got beef, they got beef. People, not just black people, not just black women, not just ratchet mommies, everybody. So don't get it twisted. Don't fall for the rhetoric. I've been saying this for years. Why would you talk about a black woman? Well, I talk about whatever I want. It just happens that most of the content that I'm watching, especially some of these moms, I mean, I watch other moms, but if they're not problematic or there's not something I really want to talk about, I'm not gonna. But yeah, Lauren Matthias is a mess. Lauren, at the end of the day, I think was speaking freely and irresponsibly to somebody who is not your fucking friend, and she should feel pretty stupid. I don't think Lauren did anything that other people don't do who are not smart. I'm going to say it like that. But most people don't have people willingly ready to expose them and look stupid. Because anytime on these YouTube streets, when I've ever had somebody try to pick beef with me, try to think they were going to expose me about something, they just had cold tea, fake fucking receipts, and nothing valid. Okay. Because I'm not dumb, I'm not stupid, and if I don't like somebody, they probably already know it, and it's probably already widely known, and or I'm not going to be in a position where something like that is going to be a shocker. You know what I mean? Lauren was living like she was cool with people, she was colleagues with people, and she was lying and being deceptive, and people were kind of very taken aback, especially when her and her husband have made mucho mucho excuse me, mucho coin. Why do I want to say mucho dinero off of these victims and their families and collaborating. And it really turns out that she's very, you know what I mean? It doesn't surprise me. She's human. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she's trying to act surprised about it, I mean, just own it. Yeah, I was talking reckless. There's things I shouldn't have said, and there's a lot of people I owe apologies to. Um, on to the next video. You know what I mean? Like, shit, you got caught with your pants down. If she would have let it go, it probably wouldn't have gone to this extent, but she followed up like a 9.5 hour live with like a 3.5 hour live and let Dr. John just own the mic the whole time. And he was talking about damn all kinds of weird shit, and it did not do them any help or favors. Her producer is very creepy too, Grayson. I mean, it pulled the curtain back on an aspect of this particular creator, and now it's dragging, it's laughs, it's exposing, it's all kinds of stuff, and she has become content. She basically made herself content. So that's basically, it's unfortunate. But I don't know how it's going to turn out, because I feel like their videos are very, you could tell, like, to me as someone who produces my own videos, when someone's in your head, it's hard to get it out when you're troubled about something. That's why I don't even consume a lot of YouTube outside of my content YouTube. And when I take a break from it. You know what I'm saying? So when I take a break and I'm just enjoying YouTube, that's a whole separate thing. You know what I mean? And if you're going to make the milk and drink the milk from the same fountain, and then now the fountain has been tainted, it's not good. There are different levels of narcissists. Lauren and John are both low grade. They're both low grade. Oh, the thing that they're talking about, the brother, they're weird. They're weird. Look, there's a lot of people who want to conserve. Okay, so there's a Lauren, I'll just tell you guys. So last thing about Lauren before we pivot. She's a mommy too. She's actually a YouTube mommy. So it's fitting. Um Lauren's let me show you guys a picture. Hold on. So you guys may have seen, if you're into true crime, you may have seen her. Oh wait, I'm looking up Lauren Matthias. Girl, let me not. Hidden true crime. I think I told you guys about it like not even 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I happened to mention that I was like up all night of like this crazy live stream where somebody was having a damn fucking nervous breakdown. Um, that was this. Okay. Also, let me tell you, ma'am, she says she doesn't do Botox, but it's like, sis, you don't have to lie to us. Um, when Turtle Boy drew on, so there's a guy named Turtle Boy from the Karen Reed case. These are all true crime people. Anyway, this guy was doing commentary on Lauren and he drew on some Botox eyebrows. I cannot. I just cannot. It's too much. It's too much. So anyway, I need to find a good picture of Lauren. But Lauren is still in the YouTube days of doing like shocked and exposed pictures. This is Lauren. And she comes on very serious. It was a cold, dark night, and Molly disappeared off the side of the road, never to be seen again. And her and her husband, that's them right there. That's Dr. John looking much better than he typically does. And there's Lauren going through papers, and they take themselves very seriously. And she talks just like this. And she always looks very concerned and about to cry and super surprised. And Dr. John always has a book that he wants to read an excerpt from and all of the things. It's crazy. So, anyway, you guys know I like weird YouTube, so this should be no surprise. Okay. That's why we're here this morning, okay? For another facet of weird YouTube. But yeah, that's what's going on. And Hidden True Slime, this is obviously a caricature of Lord Matthias looking crazy. But yeah, that's what's going on. She's got frozen face. Yes. Lauren's crazy. Anyway, the last thing is that she had a brother pass away. And while he was in the process of transitioning, there was a thought, and I don't know if it happened in actuality, but she actually talked about it on her channel, which I thought was even more crazy. The fact that it was a thought, I'm going to be honest, that's their business. I don't care. They could take that man's sperm all they want, but her brother never had children. And I guess they thought her brother was, and of course, that's her brother. He's special. He's awesome. He's probably all of the things. They had a thought or an idea that it might be a good idea to see if they could harvest and preserve his sperm. Who would end up having that baby? I don't know. But they thought maybe it might be a good idea because he never had kids and we love him so much. Why don't we harvest his sperm for like future babies somewhere? Or I don't know, donate it. I don't know what they were going to do with it, but I wanted to know why I knew that. That's my main concern was, why do I know this? Why is this something that needed to be told, needed to be sold? Because this video was monetized. Why did this need to be told, and why did it need to be sold? That's all I want to know. Your About your dead brother and what your family was potentially going to do. It was really, 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 really crazy. And she's getting dragged. She is literally getting dragged up and down the YouTube crime streets daily, all day. All day, every day. There's somebody, two, three, four, five, six dozen, um, doing some commentary about something else they found, some other tie-in. And then the cult thing that our friend over here is talking about is that she apparently has some big backers. And I'm not talking about heavy eaters. Well, Dr. John is a big back, but she has some heavy pockets backing her channel, allegedly, from the Mormon community, and people are looking into that. I'm going to be honest, that's something I'm not as into. I don't care about her backers, or if she's, I don't that's not an aspect of the story that I'm following. But yeah. So my thing is just, when you see some of these YouTube street things happening, to me it's always funny, because I always think about how people think that it doesn't happen anywhere else but their community, and don't, because you kind of have to really be immersed into a particular topic when the shit pops off, because you need to know where it goes, where you need to go to see it, right? Just like any of you guys who may have been watching Live or watching My Jazzy Life, and then all of a sudden my video pops up. So then you have to start watching it, and then it gets referred to you. And if you watch it enough, you're here. You know what I'm saying? So people get mad about that, right? Or not, or people enjoy it. So, because there is stuff going on. You guys have asked me, um, about some stuff, particularly, and I don't even want to bring it up. I'm gonna be honest with you. You but I'm gonna say it now, since this maybe seems to be an appropriate time. So we know Peyton's been off grid for a minute. I mean, she's pregnant. She's pregnant with twins. It's an over 40 pregnancy. There's that whole thing. And then there's some other stuff going on, that I'm not going to talk about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not going to talk about it, not because, people said, oh, are you not going to talk about, like, when people say, are you not going to talk about Keisha because you're scared she's going to take your channel down? No. I don't think Peyton is coming to take my channel down. I'm actually one of the YouTube channels she enjoys, and has said that on numerous occasions in her live streams. I like her. I like her. I don't really have anything critical to say. I was a mommy. I was a mommy over 40. Okay. My husband and I were not married at the time. Okay. So, not that it's any similarities whatsoever, but I don't have, it's not on my radar, like, over, like, that it's a problem. Women over 40 have babies all the time. So it's not really a big deal. Now, what she's going through personally, that she has shared on YouTube, that has came back to bite her, that she's not happy about, um, she can come and talk about it. And if there's something I feel like I want to say, I'll say something about it. But as far as all of that other stuff going on, and how serious it has gotten, and all kinds of papers and documents and all kinds of shit being filed and everything going on over there, I'm sure when the dust settles, there might be an appropriate time to have a conversation, but I don't think it's right now, especially while somebody is in distress, maybe on bed rest or whatever she has going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough to talk about it, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know that it's the right thing to do for me. Now, whoever else wants to talk about it, that's their business. You know what I mean? I won't be talking about that at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have anything to say. Um, when she puts out another video, we'll talk, like, oh, hey, yeah, did you see the video? It was so good, whatever. We don't really talk much about Peyton over here. We've done a few Peyton videos and that's it. You know what I mean? She's not my typical content. Um, I'm want to say what shenanigans, but I don't want to encourage, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, look, people have, this is what I'm going to say. People like, let me tell you something. That lady has a private life, right? And unfortunately for her, this particular situation with the guy that she broke up with last March, I don't know. Uh, the guy that she was with last March, which I don't know, you know what I mean? She said people are assuming who her baby father is. This particular situation has carried on. That guy clearly was bad news. He had a lot going on, and unfortunately, it has filtered over all the way into 2025. All 2025 has probably been a challenge. And it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, sometimes you got to be in a position to cut and run. And if something is not good, it's not good. If something is actually good, I had to learn a long time ago when my friends were telling me one thing and my heart was telling me something else. I'm talking about me right now. Shut up. Don't tell folk your business. Okay. That's what I had to learn for me. I had to learn, don't tell folk my business, because if it's hot today and cool tomorrow and off next week, and then you're calling about hot today and they're like, but I thought it was off last week. I had to learn to stop doing that. And when I learned to stop doing that, I became not a topic amongst my friends. Like, when you're all sitting down, all the single girls, when you're, with your girls and everybody wants to know what's going on, what's the latest. I decided, my sister actually had a talk with me and told me to stop. If you don't like that, don't be a topic. Don't be a topic. Don't share your business like that. You got plenty of other things to talk about. You're a smart woman. You've got a great job. You've got a nice career. All of these things you have going for you. You have 1,000 other things to talk about. My sister had to remind me that, one of my older sisters. And I had to stop. I didn't really need their advice. No offense, but when I look at my friends that I used to consult with back in the day, all of them are divorced. All of them are not happy. All of them have been dragged. If you're listening right now, I'm sorry. There are a few that are not divorced. Let me just speak, let me just make sure I'm speaking right. Let me just say, a couple of my besties, baby, it's a shit show. A couple of my bests who had some of the lamest advice, baby. Now, as a grown up, I never should have taken any advice, listened to them, or shared any of my business with them, because they're fucked up on today and not living how I would want to live. Not to say that because they're doing, like, financially very well, okay? All of the things, but as far as the life that I would have envisioned for myself in my late 20s and 30s, I'm aligned with where I wanted to be and what I wanted to have. Those girls are not, okay? So I'm saying that in the same sense of our good sis. I think because I read a comment that she said something about how she uh wish that she hadn't even made the pregnancy announcement, right? Because she was peaceful and quiet and enjoying life before she did that. And as many people who are happy for her, unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe there's just people who are not, or there are people who are like, but wait a second, and we have questions. And I get it because we have questions here all the time, right? Me personally, I don't have any questions because I don't know enough about what was going on to have questions, right? So I think she's doing the right thing, staying off the radar, relaxing, keeping her peace, enjoying her time, and trying to make sense out of nonsense and pick up and get in where she can fit in when the time is appropriate. Because you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it is okay to do a whole entire um Mariah Carey and Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Don't say shit about shit. I mean, the baby show up, the baby show up. You know what I mean? I'm here at Home Goods right now. I'm going to the car wash. I'm going to have a meal. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I would just keep being cute. Keep being cute. It as the leader and as the owner of the story, you have every day, every moment is a opportunity to control the narrative, right? So it's time to relax. When you're pregnant, YouTube stress, if it's stressful, is not a good place to be. It can be very toxic, you know? You know, I like to talk to women. That's why I'm here talking to y'all right now, right? A lot of y'all are very smart women, great advice, lots of wisdom, all of the things. I just think that at the end of the day, as a baddie, as a grown up, as a woman, it is okay to not gatekeep and share. But one thing that we do not need is anybody's fucking approval. Okay? Can I get a witness on that? If you gonna put it down, be ready to sometimes unfortunately have to pick it up. So if you don't want to have to pick it up, don't put it down. Everybody doesn't need our stories. Okay? Because I got a lot of stories I could tell. I got a lot of stories I could tell. But at the end of the day, everything is not up for sale or to tell. Okay? Bible lady loves when I hit those drums. The avatar, okay? Everything is not for sale, okay? It's just not. And on this internet, I don't care how much you love your subscribers because I love y'all. I love every bit, every inch, every person that is part of my community, okay? But this is a business, right? And I have to be careful because I have a daughter, I have a husband, I have a family, I have friends, I have ex-friends, I have people I don't fuck with. And I just have to be I am respectful of me first. And because I am respectful of me first, I act accordingly. Okay. And that is in the realm of I don't got time for the bullshit. So because I don't have time for the bullshit, I act accordingly. And I think that people the sooner and the faster that they learn the lesson on social media, Lauren Matthias, baby needs to sit Lauren needs to just put one video on top of another video on top of another video and stop addressing the fact that bitch you got caught out there talking about people behind their back and they are dragging you and you gonna get dragged for about another year or two. Just my perspective until people get tired and on to the next person, right? um as far as P is concerned, I think that her taking some time, not posting any content. Of course, people are curious. They want to know where she is. They want to know what she's doing. I think really and truly, people want to know that she is okay. Nobody's wishing her any ill will or anything. You know what I'm saying? Um, all of the other stuff that is going on, everything in life is a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So she unfortunately has to learn a very public lesson. And I don't know enough about the story to really talk about it. I just know that she clearly something's happening. She's going through something. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? When she's ready to come to maybe she might put us out a video this weekend. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know what the lady's doing. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, well, look, if that's what is happening, she lost her case against the girl she claimed was a. I didn't know that that's been settled. I thought the court was in May. I'm just say that. I know what's going on. Um, and but I don't think that's been settled yet, babe. Yeah, it's not complete. So, um shit happens, shit happens. And I'm sure she's trying to figure some things out. You know what I mean? Sometimes, we make plans and God laughs sometimes. You know what I mean? Like we make plans, God has another plan. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. She gonna have to figure that out. Just like, Keisha told us that they were sitting over there celibate and now she's damn 50, 11 months pregnant. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like people, what shit happens. Okay. And what is Keisha doing? Not answering questions, not talking about it, right? Because sometimes, remember when President Obama used to say, it's not sustainable. When you have a secret, and more than one or two people know your secret, guess what you're not going to have anymore? I'm getting ready to drop something on y'all. A secret. Okay? That's not a secret. If you know about it cuz it's your secret, right? And then you done told more than one person about it, baby, it's not a secret anymore at all. It's not a secret and it's going to get out. People going to know. Secrets are secrets. Private is private. When you let people into your private life, into your secrets, um that's it, that's all. Absolutely. You know, that wasn't my situation, but I mean, my husband and I, we were living together. We were not married, but when I tell you, like a year into our relationship when we moved in together, when I told one of my good friends that girl, we were trying to handle that business, girl, she talked to me for about 45 minutes, like, and then and 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 you're 40 and guess what? I'm very happy. I'm living the life you know what I mean? I'm living the life that I co-created for myself. I'm happy with my decisions. I have a 14-year-old. We are living our life and all of the things. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't follow her advice because her advice was based on her lifestyle and what she wanted. And what she has going on, I don't want. You know what I mean? I don't want that. So that's good for her over there. Um, but and I appreciated the concern as a friend. She gave me her mind, and I appreciated that. But as a grown up who was mature and had to make her own decisions, I had to do what I knew was right for me. Um, and that's it. That's all. You know what I mean? Right. Period, Bible lady. KK can't hold water. I wonder when they're going to talk about it, when Jeremy's going to be like, I thought you weren't. Uh-oh, they're calling me about Portia. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, it wasn't about Portia. It was Lambo's going on Friday. Okay. I was like, yeah, I'll be there, girl. Okay. Enough of that. Um, and I know I saw the comment. I did not read the whole thing. Hold on. I saw the comment, but I was addressing something else and it went by. I know that there's something going on with another YouTuber. I know that there was something that happened with the channel Z Reacts. I'm not sure what happened with that, if she just kind of closed up shop and went about her business. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. I know that Peyton did make a video, like a little short about it, and she said she mentioned me. Why can't Mimi and Fran? She was talking about me, yes, and I appreciated that because Peyton has been very supportive of my channels, specifically Real Talk Bougie. She's never really mentioned Love Lies and Lace Fronts, and Real Talk Bougie is where she gets her little true crime on. Okay, and that's cool. I've and that's it. That's all. But maybe she's watching in the bushes. I do not know. At the end of the day, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I don't need validation. I appreciate all of my supportive subscribers, YouTubers, non-YouTubers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of you, I appreciate the same. Now what she got going on with this lady, um, that's none of my business. I'm gonna just be honest. They got their own thing going on, and that's what they got going on. You know what I mean? I have never made a practice of reporting on YouTube like girl, what one reactor got going on with somebody else. You know what I mean? Because the minute that, what I'm saying, that's not this channel. I'm sure there's someone out here talking about what's going on some coming for reactor type stuff. That's not me. Uh yeah. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Nothing. So they got that going on. That lady is handling her business. Peyton is handling her business, and I'm gonna handle mine. You know what I mean? Because that's to survive out here on YouTube. Um, we all see what's going on. But I think it's just like most people, you let people handle their business and their problems and their situations. I mean, obviously, we all see what's going on. And I wish them well. Thank you so much, girl. Okay. I wish them well. Thank you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Okay. I I don't have any comment. I mean, I've had copyright strikes. I have. I have. Because back in the day, Keisha tried to get me. Girl, Keisha tried to get a lot of people. Have you done a Keisha reaction and not get a copyright strike, baby? Have you done a Keisha reaction and not got a letter from Keisha and Jeremy at gmail.com? Like, come on now. If you have done Keisha reactions and have not gotten an email and a strike and a threat and the goons coming, baby, have you really done a Keisha reaction? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there, but I never really sat around and talked about what other people are doing with their relationship with Keisha, and nobody has to sit and talk about mine. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give Miss Ma'am the same courtesy to handle her own business, both ma'ams, and we see what's going on. Yeah. Seen it and heard it and all the things. Typical workplace drama. Right. Let them handle it, and I'm sure we're going to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the more it's talked about, the less you hear about it. Sometimes it's good to just let people, if this was Gina or KK, we would be kikiing. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not predicting into the future. I have talked about some of Keisha's legal troubles in the past, but that's my choice and option. I have never really gone there in terms of patent content, so I'm just sticking with how I do my content. If there's someone out there and that's what they do, then that's where you could expect that. You shouldn't expect that over here because I don't, you know what I'm saying? How many YouTube bloggers are there? Have we gone in? I've done one video about De'Ara and Ken's lawsuit. I keep meaning to go back to it and pull the latest on the lawsuit, but I just had like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could pull that too. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on. Well, you can say that and you can feel that and that's okay. That doesn't two things can be true at the same time. And maybe it is. Maybe it is. But that's okay because you know what I'm saying? I get to pick the content. I am the producer, the director, the writer, the talent, all of the things. I get to do what I want to do on my channel. I don't feel like that's consistent with anything that I've been doing. So if it were Gina getting dragged, Gina has been dragged. Gina has been dragged, and we talked about it about as long as we're talking about this right now. Gina had somebody come for her. We talked about the video for maybe 10 minutes. I don't know if that lady is still dragging Gina anymore at all. Gina talked about it in a video, and we were reviewing the video. We went I don't even remember if we went to that lady's channel or not, but I went and looked at that lady's video briefly and we talked about it for like about 10 minutes and that was it. Gina gets dragged all the time. I don't sit and talk about Gina getting dragged, so I think you're actually wrong. Okay, well, very good in my opinion. You can have your opinion, hon. Okay. People just feel like when you don't they want, you know what I mean? They want a Keisha video for a Peyton video. They want me to add additional content that I typically don't even cover because they feel like, "Oh, you said you liked her." Well, when have I ever sat around and said that I am like, "Ooh, I like Peach so much." I mean, I don't dislike Peach. I just find that she does things that I like to talk about. She does things that are interesting. So what are you No, I'm saying that I have probably about 10, 12 channels that I review. Sometimes more, sometimes I might just talk about something else like I did today. And that's it, that's all. That's it. That's all. People like to start, people want to start particular drama and then think that I'm gonna be moved by saying like, "Oh, you're on payroll." Oh, okay. If that's what you think, you can think that if you want to. There's like 4 I have like 3,000 videos, and there's maybe 4 or 5 Peyton videos specifically. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, guys. This is what we're talking about. Hold on. Is this the one? Oh, you know, we should be over here. Hold on, let me fix this.
And I got the wig from Ann Riley, aka Dime Lace Wigs. Y'all can shop dimelacewigs.com.myshopify.com. Did I say it correct? Yes. And sis got wigs on hand. And Peach Patch, I just had to come show y'all all of these wigs. Let me share this live out right quick. Ann Riley is her name on Facebook, but she ships worldwide. Peach Patch. I don't know why nobody. Oh, there we go. Peach Patch double tap.
Isn't it weird
Like,
that they moved the like
why
button?
nobody ain't visiting us over here. Peach
Okay.
McIntyre.
All right, so let me tell you guys what's going on. So I feel like I told you guys this a little bit. So Peach started this thing. Let me just turn the sound off. Okay, so Peach started this thing like maybe it's been 2 weeks ago now. So after the whole thing with Wood, if you notice, she's kind of dropped everything with her baby mom. Well, I didn't mean to say it like that. Wood's baby mom. So like what, 3-4 weeks ago, it was everything about Wood's baby mom, right? And Ann is so aggressive. Are you talking about Ann Riley, the hair lady? Ann Riley. You gonna remember Ann Riley, right? So is that who you're talking about? Attitude and Tylenol? Girl. Okay. So Peach. So I guess to get off the Wood topic, because we haven't seen her going and running to the check cashing place for $2 anymore, right? That's Ann Riley. She's the wig lady in Florida, and she ships and she does on TikTok. Okay. Look at her getting some free advertising. Okay. Anywho, Peach had to shift the topic, I guess, because maybe it wasn't paying anymore. Maybe Wood told her to get up off of it. Maybe when she was sitting around talking about those other men's dicks, Wood got mad at her. Maybe Wood told her. Maybe when she sat around and started talking about all those other men and who she screwed and how many, what's her body count, Wood basically pulled the dummy move on her and basically said, "Stop talking about it." Like that's it. Because all of a sudden it was a pivot. And she, I don't know who came up with the idea, but she decided that she was going to get her hair done. Her son, remember Choice told her she needed to go get her hair done. And then she went on her Facebook and said, "Well, if you want to do my hair, it's going to be $123.23." So people stepped up and wanted to do her hair. And this lady came out and said, "I got the wigs." Peach said she had wigs in her storage. She had 15 wigs. So she was going to use those wigs to go get her hair done. And people were going to pay her and she was going to make her money back or whatever. Anyway, all overnight she stopped talking about Wood's baby mom. She stopped talking about her past body count, and now all of a sudden it's this wig thing. But you know, Peach is always going to have an issue And so soon after this hairstyle, so this lady right here is a wig lady. So she was over here picking up wigs from Ann. She's picking up hair from a guy from a shop called J Lo, and she was picking up wigs. Where else did she get wigs from? She had those 15 wigs. Anyway, she starts getting her hair done, and this was like the first style this girl Lavish did her hair. And it went well. People liked it. It's laid. The very next day, Peach takes the wig off and she's into her next style. And Peach has gotten her hair done pretty much every day for like the past 2 weeks and dragging off those wigs, having to take all that glue off, all of that stuff. And I guess it's been going well because she's making money, but at the end of the day, there was some controversy. There was this lady who was a beauty school dropout, kind of like Olivia. Okay. It'll put you in the mind of Olivia. She's a beauty school dropout, and Miss Veronica. And Miss Veronica did her hair. Let's go all the way down to Miss Veronica. This is what Peach looks like in the morning. And then by the afternoon, she's getting her hair done. Okay. And then by the after, like every day, she's got a new wig sleigh. I don't know how she's tolerating getting all these wigs and just her skin getting peeled back like that. I can't imagine that that's good, but she said, don't worry about her because she's never had problems with her hair growing and won't start. So, like, basically, I'm good. Okay. But this is every day. She'll get the wig laid down, and then I guess she gets her back busted in, and then she'll go and get another wig. But let me take you to Miss Veronica. Miss Veronica fell out because, as usual, someone did not listen to directions, and she got mad. And this lady's install I really liked. This was a nice one.
So
This is not Miss Veronica though. Hold on, we'll get to hers. But she did a really good job, and that color really suited her. Girl, Miss Veronica put a pink wig on her head, and Miss Veronica is still in school. Gosh, remember that last year when she was pregnant? Let's see. Girl. So Miss
this is the part of business that's hard because I got this wig from every J-Lo's. J-Lo's on Florida Avenue. Told him I was gonna have a good promo video, but my hair.
People said it was the wig. They said, Peach, the wig is cheap. Like, yo, you see what's in the
part of business that's hard because I got this wig from.
Hold on.
Like it, but she put my hair. But she was a cosmetology school, so it could have been much better, y'all. But it's not horrible. It's not the worst. She got room for improvement. What I'm about to do today is I'm about to get me another pink wig, and my other pink wig, we gonna go get somebody.
Is this Ann? There's Ann Riley. This is the wig. This is the lady with all the wigs.
So Peach Patch, all these hoes do is motherfucking talk. That's it. That's all these pussy ass, poor ass, broke ass hoes do is talk. Even these motherfuckers.
So Ann Riley, I don't know if Ann Riley had to give her wigs and give her money. I don't know, but Peach is cleaning up. Peach does those classes when she really needs money, and she says she really doesn't want to do those classes. I guess she'd rather get her hair done, get her makeup done, get her nails done, and every provider is going to pay her for her to basically give promo on their service. So this is another install. Like, this has all been going. I mean, she's probably had, I'm not going to say she's had 10, but she's coming up on 10 if it hasn't been 10 already. Every day. This is Miss Veronica right here. And they Miss Veronica is on her Facebook. Miss Veronica's Facebook, she went live the other day. This is what I can't stand about Facebook. Okay. Miss Veronica went live. She said she didn't understand. She said she didn't do what Peach said she did. You know, kind of felt bad because, you know, it was almost made to seem like she didn't know what she was doing. That wig looks crusty anyway. I don't know. I think it was going to look ghetto anyway, but I'm sure somebody could have done a deep side part. People like those deep side parts. It looks crusty. Yeah, it looks crusty. It doesn't look like it's giving. So she absolutely understood. I saw it real time. Veronica is a liar. Yeah. Because she was basically she went to Peach's post and she was tagging on Peach's post like, hey, I'm Veronica, I sell wigs too. You know, stuff that people do. This is Veronica. And she left Veronica right there. So Veronica paid for the service. And Veronica, I mean, Peach couldn't have blocked her because if Peach blocked her, she wouldn't be able to tag her. But I guess she deleted her message or what. I don't know. Maybe she blocked her from being able to post on her account. I don't know, girl. Somebody's got me blocked more than likely. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, if you can see here.
She's learning. Peaches, she's learning.
So the wig is not laid. The
She's
lace is
learning.
showing.
Peaches.
And, you know, people were giving her the business. And, you know, I guess she's more of a braider, but she's working on her styling and her installs and stuff like that. They fell out. Like you already know, if you're dealing with Peach or it's some Peach business, something is going to happen. Something's going to happen. Peach falls out with everybody. But overall, you know, it's been moving right along. I don't know if you've been following it or not. It was just funny to me how one day she was fixated and focused on Wood's baby mom and going and running up to the check cashing place to go and make $2, $3, $5 payments. And then Wood got mad at her, allegedly. We don't know for sure. It could have just been content. And she pivoted and she got, you know, she got a couple of people to come up there and want to pay her to get their hair done. And I guess people were seeing the results that it was good advertising. I mean, people have said that they have booked out their calendars. One girl said that she had already made back $2,000 in just deposits for appointments. I guess somebody in Orlando. And, you know, she's providing a service. And let me see. Crazy part is she is going to help Veronica with free classes. Yeah, you know, sometimes people don't see the big picture. I can't speak for Veronica. You know, everybody doesn't have basic understanding. You know what I mean? You can spell it out. 1 + 1 = 2. But if somebody wants to feel like it equals 1.75, then that's what it's going to be. It's no point in even having an argument about it. You know what I mean? So if somebody wants to feel how they feel and understand what they want to understand, and I'm going to tag something in the video, then I guess, you know what I mean? Oh, hold on a second. I had no idea. Mm. Okay, guys. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. We talked about some things. You know, this is the deal. I'm not going to always be able to satisfy. I am not I'm not someone who's up here just to do what people want me to do. I'm here to do what I want to do. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? My reactions are my reactions, my commentary, my channel. Um, that all comes directly from me. And as far as, taking requests, okay, I could take a request, but baby, I don't take orders from anybody. Um, and as far as entertaining a topic just because people want to talk about it, go ahead. If you're here in the chat, if you're here, guess what you can do? I don't even have to tell it. I feel like I've told too many people, so I'm not going to even say it anymore. At the end of the day, there's options. Okay? People have options. And that's it. That's all. Oh, I know, Amy. I'm good. That's good. Yeah, I'm better than good. Like I'm fine. There's no problems here. I'm just not, people are weird. People are strange. Anyway, what'd Jay Breezy say? Really? I'll read Walk by Faith. I'm reading your comment. Your son doesn't want any kids? Okay. Yeah, they're all making money. Peach has made her, Peach is good at making herself a lane. There's not really anybody who can dispute that. Peach is very good at making a lane for herself and figuring out ways to make money. And what can you say about it? Absolutely walk by faith. What about SMC? I saw her video, but I did not I don't know. I even forget SMC is there sometimes. I did see her video and the kids dressed for Halloween. It said something about breakups, but baby, I was spot checking the video. Uh did she show the husband? I heard, so this is what I heard. So in the video, I watched the video. She was sitting, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, maybe I did watch it, but I kind of spot through it. Hold on. Thank you for, I don't even, I'm like, who? I almost did not even remember her. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, and then she did in addressing the rumors. No, nobody told me. Girl, I clearly don't get notifications for this channel. Hold on. Well, maybe I was about to say maybe if I were subscribed, but I am. Okay. What rumors? Did he show up? I heard her. I heard I was watching her video and I heard someone say, "Are y'all ready?" Something like that. Um, can y'all tell me what is going? Stop it. Fran, is it true? I heard it on the YouTube streets when I was on break. I don't know. I don't know. Fran, have you learned? Okay. You can't agree with everybody. Absolutely. I don't. I don't care. I don't care to agree with everybody. People can say what they want to say. I don't have to agree. I don't have to disagree. I don't I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm just at a point where I'm just like, whatever. Um, she showed a guy in the video, but went back to edit it out like people hadn't already seen it. Well, I'm one of the people. She showed him. I didn't get to see. I saw. Hold on. That's so funny. Did anybody send it to me? Does anyone have a picture? Because I look, as far as I know, ma'am says she is with a doctor. So it's a lie. So obviously, here's another liar. I don't understand what you're saying. A trans man. So she's with a woman. Okay, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, I'm saying, like, whatever it is as far as the situation. What? She said that her boo is trans? What is going on? Um, Baby, they done found the LinkedIn for the husband, not the engineer. It's not the engineer. The African dude is not him. Can you Jesus. You got to be kidding. Look, I'm gonna just love is love. Look, strong mommy Chrissy, baby. uh Damn. It's the reverse crying games. You guys stop. Fran, they say the pictures are on Instagram. On her Instagram, I'm blocked. Hold on. The pictures, when you say the pictures are on Instagram, can you please be more specific? Instagram is like saying, it's in North America somewhere. I mean, I don't know where to go. We're on her account. No, that's a whole dude. Okay. Jesus. Okay, someone just sent me a photo. Stop it. This is the man? Wait, someone just sent me a picture. What is going on here? S- Those gums. What is going on? That's her boo? He looks like he plays guitar at church, okay? He looks like he plays guitar at a mega church, okay? You got to be kidding me. Now, can I just, if your boo thing, your son, whoever plays guitar at a mega church, I'm not talking about them. So please don't bother me. Please don't, because it's not gonna be cute. Just let it go. He just looks like a music. He looks like someone who he looks like the guy who is in the band. That's the boyfriend. She showed him. So she showed him. She's not talking to you. The she with the dreads. Can someone please tell me exactly what happened? So she showed him in her video. Okay, let's go to the video. I guess she took the video down. Is this it? The one where she showed the kids? I was okay, let's look. She's progressive. Is that what's going on? It's that wig for me.
I said I was going to do Spirit Halloween, but I felt like Target would be the better
But
stop
it's a
first. We can find
transformer, man. Did she say it was a transformer? That it was that she's in a non-conventional relationship? I don't know. Oh my god, you guys. Kingston's birthday party or Cash's birthday party? Are they just saying he looks like a woman or he actually is? Is it because he's got gynecomastia? Does he have boobies? Just there's guys out here like what's his name? Mucker. What's Mucker's first name again? Girl, I put those people. Girl, why is it for the life of me I cannot think of Mucker's name? I'm thinking of Latoya, obviously loved by Erica, Damian Cryer, and I cannot think of that damn titty ass Rakan. Thank you. Oh, I could remember the titties. I could remember the hips. I could remember the last name. I could not remember Rakan. Thank you, Free City. I appreciate it. Friend, when they found the profile online from a social media account, it said, stop it. So you saying if I put his picture into Lens, it's going to come up with something? Yo. Yo. Look, I just want to be there. Look, Chrissy, this is what I'm going to say. Trans people need love too. Okay. Can I just say that? Trans people need love too. They might need a lot. They might need more than us. They need a lot of love. Okay. Chrissy, I'm going to make a couple statements right now. Trans people need love too. And Chrissy to me, wait, let me drop my banner, girl, because this commentary is for criticism, entertainment, and teaching purposes. Chrissy is trisexual. And what do I mean by trisexual? Girl, she will try anything. I don't know. Maybe she's always wanted some filet that looks like sausage. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't care about fake sausage. Maybe she wants someone that presents one way, but when you get to the business is meow. She might want to look like she's with a man, but really has meow meow in her pants and has equipment. You know what I'm saying? Like a full array of equipment. I don't know. I do not. I'm in shock because I'm just hearing all of this, and I don't know. Like that's what my heart is going. Like, oh my god, I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. I had no idea that she was open like that to love, but I guess she figured I got to get it how I can get it, and girl. Bible lady, love is love, right? Love is love. And if Chrissy wants filet of meow meow, let her have it. She can have her filet of meow meow, even if it's dressed up like a guy. She got a guy with filet meow meow. Wow. Jesus. Mm-mm. At the end of the video. The end of this video took a hard left turn, baby. So I was at this part, girl. I saw maybe she's into some kink. What is going on with the dick sucker lip liners? Is this a new, are you guys on board with this fad of lining your lips and Vaseline or nude a very nude lip, looking like you are getting ready to handle some sucking business or maybe some lickations. Does she still have the duck nails on? Girl, she might be living her fantasy. There's a guy that I follow. Well, he's a trans guy I follow on TikTok. He's a doctor, medical doctor. I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if he's trans. He's a dude, but he wears makeup. He wears like Grace Jones type makeup. He's very kind of androgynous looking. I don't know if you guys know anyone know who I'm talking about. And I'm talking about smart. So smart. Um I started listening to him one day cuz he was talking about like a medical issue and it got my ear. And then I realized like, oh, it's a dude. But he just said he would start talking about working in the emergency room and how sometimes he may have a patient or two that ask for another doctor and sometimes it's just like there isn't one, so it's either and how to navigate that as a professional, that sometimes people are making an option, a choice, but not to take it personally, that type of stuff. And I was listening to the conversation just from like an HR perspective. I just thought it was really interesting because there is such a interesting dynamic that has been in the workplace, but it's now more common in the workplace. And I am so glad I don't have to deal with it. I am so glad I don't have to deal with the modern dynamics of the workplace. My God, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to have to navigate. It's a lot. Um, Okay, so I'm seeing all of this. Chrissy is giving a whole she got a lot going on. I get very turned off by her now. I honestly don't even really go to her channel like that. The kids are growing up cute. Um are you talking about, so you said Kingston's birthday? Are you talking about Cash's birthday? Cuz that's whose birthday this is. Cash is growing up cute. All her kids are very cute. She got a nice family. I feel like I've always said that. Chrissy is just very interesting. And if she has a trans boo thing, it wouldn't surprise me. It just wouldn't. Because she seems to be very open to whatever, I guess. I saw this. What took the left turn? I saw that she got the boy his setup in the basement. Doesn't he have a room where he could put his setup? I saw the twins. One of the twins was looking like, oh. Jasmine over there feeling lonely and sad. She was madly in love with Christina. The girl cried. If Christina went and got some filet of meow meow and Jasmine was not considered, Jasmine, nobody wants that nasty hot box, sis. That shit is nobody. No. The word on the street is that she is a teacher, real estate business. So I guess that's why she's not on YouTube a lot, because there were steady income in the home. I don't even know what to say. I'm not surprised because I do think if anybody, she's very open. So it's a lady that's a lady for real. Fran, Jasmine is a lost cause. Nobody wants that. That thing looks nasty. Hold on. Let me do Google Lens. You guys are too much. That's from Oh. And when you plug it into Google, it says lady. Mm. Okay, let me do Google. Okay, wait. Okay, so she did the addressing rumors. Okay, hold on. Y'all just why'd y'all wait all this time to tell me something odd was going on the streets? Is she actually going to talk about it, or is she going to just be in the damn kitchen acting weird?
Baby girl.
If Chrissy is slowly coming out of the closet, that thing must be good to her. She must be like, ooh, the landlord. Hidden True Slime, what? Well, someone done texted the landlord. What, that there's another adult staying there? Someone texted the landlord. She didn't talk about it for the short time I watched. Okay. She just wanted to get her.
Busy.
All right. Nobody cares, Chrissy. That's why you have to clickbait. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Nobody cares. I can't. I don't even that video, what's his name? Cash's video popped up in my thing, and I saw the costume situation, and I didn't agree with a couple. I think the older girl did not need to have on a sexy cop. I just don't think that's appropriate, but she's not my kid, so not my problem. Um and then the other little girl was dressed like a pimp or Rick James. I don't know what she was supposed to be doing, but that wouldn't have flied either. So, I don't know. Okay. Not my problem. So I said, "You know what?" And I completely forgot about that video until you guys mentioned it. We had 2 tornadoes touch down in Spring, Texas. Okay. Um it's not coming up with anything. I put it in Google Images. Wow. Look. It's that season. It's tornado season. It's tornado season. It's coming. Okay, you guys, this was interesting. Strong mommy Chrissy, more power to you, and good for you, sis. You got to get it where you can get it, baby. And I'm gonna just say it. I don't think everybody's interested in 9 kids and some putty cat that has lots of miles on it. Can I just say what's okay? I'm just going to say what I needed to say. Everybody doesn't want putty cat with lots of miles. I don't think that that comes as any kind of a surprise. And everybody don't want to take care of about 5, 6, 7 different men's children. Chrissy has a host of baby daddies. She's about like the Nick Cannon of the YouTube street. She's the female Nick Cannon. She got babies. Every kid in the house has a different damn daddy except for the twins. And they might too. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she likes. Now Chrissy can have her friend add her book bag next time to the lineup. I don't understand. Oh. Don't hide your love. She got verified miles. Yeah. Yeah, she got verified miles. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. You guys have a wonderful day. Okay. I'm shocked. Okay. I'm over it. Look, at I am a little bit surprised because I was not expecting that Chrissy even really had anybody, but to find out that it's a lady who presents men, I'm kind of a little surprised, but good for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs love too, and girl, she will do anything in front of her kids, okay? If that is true, what I'm going to say is this is a woman who will do anything in front of her kids, okay? So congratulations, and when your kids come and do anything in front of you, don't be surprised, okay? Okay? Like, she will just put anything and everybody in front of them kids and call them hubby. She was calling somebody hubby. So if that's maybe that's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't care who, it's a good idea to put any and everybody the minute that they pay a bill in the house with a bunch of children. I just don't think that's the right thing to do. But that might be the reason why she's not on YouTube that much, because she's busy. Wow. Okay, you guys. If you see something, say something, just send me a note. Let me know. Like the person who sent me what you sent me. If there's something else, let me know, cuz I'm just like, my god, I had no idea. Okay, you guys. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm going to see you guys. I feel like I see something. Someone did a video, so I'm going to go indulge and understand, try to get a little more understanding of, girl, what is really going on out here? Okay. Oh my god. Breaking news. Bye guys. Hidden True Slime, that's what I was saying. She puts too many people in front of her kids, so no. I'll see you out there in the streets, okay? No, Chrissy doesn't mind putting randoms in front of her children. Your kids should not be subjected to everything you got going on. until that everything is permanent. If that's her boo thing and they're married like she said she was, good for her. But I don't know. We just have to see how this unfolds. If she's over here putting stuff out, she must want us to know. So we'll just continue to move ahead and see how she handles this business and see what's really real and what's not. That's, she gonna have a lot to deal with these children. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.